This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, the world of the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers moved with a quiet intensity that signaled something powerful forming beneath the surface. Every room carried a tension you could feel. Every conversation seemed to have a layer beneath it. And every choice, no matter how small, set off a ripple that will matter more than anyone realizes yet. At Forrester Creations, ambition and insecurity collided behind closed doors. A discussion intended to be professional shifted into something far more personal, revealing emotions that someone has been trying to keep hidden. A whispered comment in the hallway reached an unexpected listener, and someone finally confronted a fear they've been avoiding, even if they still can't speak it aloud. Decisions made in silence began steering relationships toward new territory, creating aftershocks that will echo in the days ahead. Meanwhile, across town, a fragile truce began to show its first cracks. There was hesitation where confidence used to be, doubt where there was once certainty, and a lingering sense that the past is not as far behind as some hoped. A single glance, caught by accident, set off a wave of suspicion that will only grow stronger next week. Questions that have been pushed aside started to resurface, refusing to be ignored any longer. At the same time, a romantic shift quietly took place. Someone found themselves drawn back into a connection they thought they had outgrown, while another felt the weight of a choice between passion and loyalty. Moments that felt innocent carried implications far larger than anyone acknowledged. And in a moment of raw honesty, one character let down their guard in a way they never do, revealing a vulnerability that complicates everything around them. Elsewhere, a plan set in motion earlier in the month finally began showing its real consequences. What seemed straightforward now feels dangerous. What once looked like a solution has turned into a new problem. Someone who believed they were firmly in control is beginning to understand how quickly things can slip through their fingers. And another character is quietly preparing for a confrontation that will not go the way either side expects. Families felt the strain this week as new tensions rose within old relationships. Promises were questioned, motives were examined, and unresolved issues kept finding their way into conversations where they didn't belong. There was an unspoken understanding that the next misstep could push certain bonds past the point of recovery. By the end of the week, the energy had shifted entirely. A single unexpected encounter changed the tone for one storyline. A choice that was meant to bring peace instead opened the door to new complications. And a long-awaited realization finally arrived, but too late to prevent the fallout that's already begun. As the week closed, several characters found themselves staring down decisions that cannot be delayed any further. The truth is moving closer to the surface. Secrets are weakening, and the balance of power is beginning to tilt in ways that could reshape relationships across Los Angeles. Next week, the pace will quicken. Emotions will rise, and one storyline that has been building quietly in the background is ready to erupt. The question now is not what will happen, but who will be ready when it does. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more bold and the beautiful weekly breakdowns. Today in The Bold and the Beautiful, the ripple effects of Luna Nozawa's death shook Los Angeles to its core. What began as whispers quickly became a tidal wave of grief, outrage, and shock as both the Spencer and Forrester families were forced to face the grim truth. Luna is gone, and her loss is leaving cracks in every corner of their world. Katie Logan found herself blindsided when Brooke delivered the news that she was being removed as the head of PR at Forrester Creations. A move justified not by her work ethic, but by her emotional ties to Luna's unraveling saga. It wasn't personal, Brooke insisted, but everyone knew it cut deeper than any business decision. And just when Katie questioned where she stood, Bill Spencer made his dramatic entrance. Not the softened, reformed version, no. This was Dollar Bill, hungry for power, ready to reclaim control, and determined to pull Katie and Will back into the Spencer empire. Meanwhile, Will Spencer struggled to balance heartbreak and responsibility. Luna's death hit him harder than he's willing to admit, and Elektra stood by him with compassion and strength. But even as she supports him, the question remains: will grief pull them closer, or drive them apart? And in the shadows, another emotional storm is brewing. Deacon Sharp, rattled by Luna's death, may turn to Taylor Hayes, the one person who understands the weight of guilt, grief, and complicated love. But if that bond grows, it risks tearing open old wounds and igniting new ones, especially where Sheila Carter is concerned. The drama is only deepening, alliances are shifting, and every choice is setting the stage for what comes next. In Los Angeles, the truth never stays buried for long, and neither do secrets. In Los Angeles, truths began to surface and tensions quietly rose. Dylan, Hayes' art teacher, finally let her guard down and confessed to Elektra that she was the one who hit Luna that night. It was an accident she had carried alone, a guilt that had shadowed her every step. But even as Elektra tried to understand, a new threat emerged, mysterious texts claiming responsibility for Luna's death, pulling her into a darker mystery she never saw coming. Katie, already stretched thin, found her world tightening around her. The pressure of her demotion at Forrester Creations and the fear for her son's emotional stability were beginning to collide, leaving her questioning her career, her choices, and her future. Thankfully, Donna and Brooke stepped in, determined to hold their sister together through every unraveling fear. Meanwhile, Bill Spencer put a new option on the table, a position at Spencer Publications, a lifeline that could reroute Katie's entire path if she chose to take it. Through it all, Will continued to grieve the loss of Luna and their unborn child, and Elektra remained his steady anchor. Their bond deepened as they leaned on each other, finding moments of quiet strength in a storm that just refuses to pass. And as the day ended, one thing became painfully clear in Los Angeles: secrets are coming out, alliances are shifting, and no one is prepared for what happens next. Thank you for tuning in to today's Bold and the Beautiful recap. As Thanksgiving unfolded, emotions ran high across Los Angeles. Ridge's unexpected appearance at Taylor's family dinner, Steffi's cautious optimism about their family's safety, the shifting dynamic between Ridge and Finn in the kitchen, and Taylor quietly navigating her own feelings all added layers to the holiday atmosphere. And over at Il Giardino, Deacon and Sheila turned a simple Thanksgiving meal into an intimate gathering with Carter and Daphne, reminding us that even on a holiday, alliances and intentions continue to evolve. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay connected to all the twists, turns, and subtle moments that make this show so compelling, make sure you stick with the channel. Like the video to support the content, share it with other Bold and the Beautiful fans, and leave a comment with your thoughts on Ridge's motives and where his heart truly lies. Most importantly, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a recap, review, or update. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next recap.